What's up, Pisces? Welcome to your December reading. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I really appreciate you. If this reading helps or resonates, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information is in the description box down below, and you can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at Jadestone Tarot. So with that being said, Pisces, let's get right into reading and see what messages need to come through for you in the month of December. What's going on for Pisces? Show me clearly. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Pisces in the month of December 2022? What's going on for Pisces, please, in December 2022? All right, what do we have here? Ooh, Three of Swords. Starting off strong and not in the most desirable way. Okay. We also have the Star reversed. Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with Aquarius. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Messages for Pisces. We also have Death. Okay, Scorpio energy. We have the Ace of Swords, the Devil, Four of Swords, and the Sun. You have a lot of major arcana showing up in your reading, so this is a very significant month for you, Pisces. Gotta say, you're going through some pretty powerful changes. You're having some sort of clarity about something in your life that's very toxic. It could be a person, honestly. But it seems like you're clearing this toxicity out. You could be dealing with someone who's very controlling, very manipulative, very, something about like power play here or power struggle or like, anyways, it doesn't matter. You are having some sort of realization about a situation in your life that cannot no longer go on. You're getting clarity about this. The Sun and the Four of Swords, probably by going inwards or spending some time alone, is where you're going to have a realization or epiphany about something in your life that's toxic and cannot continue to keep going forwards or moving on in your, like, this cannot continue to stay in your life. So you're going to be getting clarity in December of how to move forwards and how to break away from this, right? Death coming out here. Something is coming to an end. This, whatever's coming to an end here, you don't have hope in this direction. You don't have faith in this anymore. You don't have any, not even like a sprinkle, not even like 1%, where it's like, this could be fixed, this can be, we can work through this. No, like, there's no hope in this situation at all. You don't have any hope about this, and you're just like kind of accepting it, but also mourning it, I feel, with this three. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? The Three of Swords. I guess the way the card just flew out of my hand, it came out reversed. Look at this. Oof. Like, really letting it out, really needing to mourn, really needing to cry, scream, yell it out, like put on the ugly cry if you gotta. But yeah. Oh, Pisces, I'm sending you so much love your way. This is heavier energy. This is pretty heavy, and I'm kind of feeling like some tension in my third eye. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty intense, but I'm sending you so much love and healing energy your way, because this is pretty rough. Yeah, there's just such disappointment about a situation. I think you invested a lot of time and energy. You've tried so much. You've tried every single way to make this work. You have, like, look at this card. When it's reversed, it's like it's broken, and whereas upright is like you're putting it together. Like, you always try to keep it together. You've always tried to, like, like bend over backwards to make something work or make a relationship work, like even making sacrifices, always compromising to make someone happy or to keep something going. But what was that causing for you? Nothing but pain, nothing but disappointment, just completely dimming your light, dimming your shine, and dimming any hope, any positivity that you had. And you just know that this can't go on any longer. Death. You know that this is over. You know that you just can't stay in this any longer. It's hard. It's really, really hard. But logically here, Ace of Swords. Oops, sorry guys. Ace of Swords. Logically here. Oh, what the hell is this? A little pop-up. Close. I want an update right now. It just said update available. Bitch, I don't have time to the update at this moment. I'm busy. Right? Even like you right now, it's like Spirit's like, hey, it's time for an upgrade. It's 3:33 p.m. by the way, you guys. upgrade time, Pisces, and you're like, but wait, it's like, you can't wait any longer. You can't keep postponing the update. You're going through an update in December. You can't postpone it. So you have to just surrender to it. You have to just go with it, and know that this is going to be for your highest good here with the sun, that you will come out happier than ever, more at peace than you've ever been in your entire life. Although right now, as you're going through these shifts, it can be scary, it can be uncomfortable, it might be a little chaotic or emotional, but it's because there's something in your life that's very toxic and it can't stay in your life anymore. It's being stripped away. So this might even be taking place around Capricorn season, or even, you guys, even Aquarius season. My brain fart, like a little just brain fog. So this might be something that's playing out for the next little while, depending on where you're at and current circumstances, and your situation is going to be different for everybody. So some of you, it's very complicated. It's not just going to be something that's wham bam done and you're over it and you break up and you separate. Like for some, this is a lot more complicated than that, especially if you're involved in like contracts or some sort of like settlement. Like if you got to deal with like any of that, it might make it a little bit more slower or take a little bit longer for it to wrap up. But yeah, something about that. Aquarius or Capricorn season. But change is happening here. It's only a matter of time, and you can't avoid this. So gotta just ride out the waves. It's painful though. It is painful. There is some sort of opportunity that you can, or like something you can gain from the situation, although you may not be able to see it right now. There is something that you can gain from this, even just like personal growth, wisdom, and just, knowing yourself on a deeper level, knowing your worth, knowing your value, that kind of stuff. I'm also seeing here with the star reversed to death. It's like, if you haven't been living in your most authentic self, if you haven't been living in authenticity, if you've been pretending, if you've been watering yourself down, if you've been wearing some sort of false mask, that is also coming to an end this month, where you're no longer gonna be, watering yourself down to fit in or belong in like some sort of group or some sort of relationship. You're no longer gonna be pretending to be something you're not. So if you haven't been living in authenticity, that's changing this month, whether you like it or not. Because some of y'all been living in the most superficial, low world. The things that don't really matter. Here with the devil, in this deck specifically, not only can it talk about like toxicities and obsession and addiction and control and power play and manipulation, this can also just talk about, the desire for the finer things in life. And hey, nothing wrong with that. We all deserve to live our life to the fullest and have things we can love and appreciate and treat ourselves to the nice shiny things. But sometimes that can become real overboard, or just completely be your entire personality, and then underneath the first layer, there's nothing there. It's just empty, right? And it seems like if that's kind of been you, and I'm not to call your ass out, but if you've been, more just like material girl, material boy, you're about to find out that you have a whole other depth to you than you weren't even aware of. And even if you're like, oh no, I am really deep, well, you're about to crack open a whole other layer, right? You're about to dive deeper. So you think that, oh no, I'm so deep. Oh yeah? Just you wait, because you're about to dive even deeper. Like, you're a whole new level is about to be shined upon you. And even if you're like, no, I have been living in my truth, I have been staying true to my authentic self, it's like, oh yeah, you're about to find yourself even more this month on a whole other level, even deeper. Like, seems like there's something about you going through massive inner transformation. Your personality is changing, or like maybe it's not changing, but it's just like it's transforming. There's something about you going through like some sort of metamorphosis. There's some sort of shift that's taking place. We're going to clarify this stuff and get a little bit more specific of what this shift could be, but it really feels like if you haven't been living in your truth, or if you haven't been living in alignment, that's about to change for you. That's about to change this month for you, and you better welcome it with open arms, because this is for your highest good. This is actually really great, but it might require you to go through some sort of loss or some sort of uncomfortable things. So let's let's just dive right in. Let's take a look into the Three of Swords. What is this about? Well, if I could speak, what's this Three of Swords about for Pisces in December? Yeah, like even if we look at this, Page of Pentacles, how half his face, you can see his eyes, you can't really see his mouth. Something about you wearing a mask or haven't been able to fully express yourself or be yourself completely, and how that's been affecting you, whether you're aware of it or not. It's time the Three of Swords for Pisces in December 2022. Ten of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Three of Swords for Pisces in December. Three of Cups. Six of Swords reversed. Five of Wands. Alright, bottom of the deck, we'll look here. We got the Sun with the Page of Wands, the Hierophant, can I speak? Alright, Taurus energy, Leo energy. Oops. Oh my god, these cards. Alright. Look at this. So, I feel like there have been people and relationships around you that have been impacting who you are, how you express yourself, how you, just how you appear in the world. Definitely has an influence the people that you surround yourself with. Wow, my words are backwards. The people you surround yourself with have an influence of how you appear in this world here, right? We got the Three of Cups, which is about community and friendship and connection, right? Normally talks about celebration, but this is clarifying the Three of Swords. So this is indicating something about your community or something about your people has broken your heart, or something about that. You're mourning it. You're mourning some sort of loss, or you're mourning something you don't have or you no longer have, or maybe you've like recently went through some sort of ending in certain connections, friendships even. Maybe the reason why here we have the Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles reverse, dealing with a lot of self-centered people, a lot of people that are inconsiderate, a lot of people who were users, who needed you when it was convenient to them and then disappeared when they no longer needed you, or when you were no longer of use or value to them. Or it's like as soon as you maybe put some boundaries down or you stood up for yourself, that really just scared a bunch of these people away. Why? Well, because they weren't really for you. They weren't in alignment with you. So this goes back to, if you're not living in alignment, or if there's things in your life that aren't in alignment with who you are, or where you're supposed to be, or your journey, that's about to be stripped away. And so that's something that's happening in December. Is like there's people around you who could be very self-centered. You may have lots of love for them, and I'm not saying that these people are terrible or like, but just something about this can't go on. And it's reaching its ending. And there's nothing you can do but accept it and surrender to it. But it's hard. It's hard to let go. It's hard to move on. Six of Swords reverse. It's hard to just get up and walk away. And even if you do walk away, it's like you always somehow come back. Or you always somehow get reeled back in. Or you end up giving this person another chance. Or, you give too many chances. You forgive easy, right? You let things go way too easy. Someone pisses you off, someone does some fucked up shit to you, and you forgive them and you let them back in. You welcome them back in with open arms. You're like, it's okay, I forgive you. Why? Maybe it's because you're afraid. Ooh, I might be calling someone out. You might be afraid of being alone. You'd rather have people around you, even though they aren't really your friends, or they're really your people. You'd rather keep them around because you're afraid of being alone. The fear of being alone. Some of y'all have the fear of being alone. So you'd rather keep people around you, even though they're not really your people. It's false sense of security. Sheesh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not to call your ass out, but that's the vibe I'm seeing here. Because why else would you keep this around you? Why else would you keep this shit around you? But again, you guys, it's not in alignment. It's not. And deep down, you know that. And this is probably just confirming that for you. But anyways, here about the Sun. You're getting that clarity. You're getting that. You're having that realization. Let's take a look into the Star reverse. Let's look into that. Man. Hits deep, doesn't it? Sheesh, Pisces. Sheesh. Sending you so much love your way. You're going through some massive changes. As you're going through these changes internally, not only are you changing, but everything around you is changing. The way you view life in general, the way you view your relationships, it's all changing. You're all of it, right? Huge ass epiphanies that you're having this month. It's pretty powerful. Okay, this deck does not want to shuffle, so I'm assuming that it's ready. Alright. Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure we got it real mixed up. Time of the star reverse for Pisces in December. We have Temperance reverse. Yeah, things that were out of balance, things that are out of alignment, and even people that are bad influences. Here with Temperance reverse, this can talk about overindulgence, right? So even your own personal habits that aren't good, smoking too much, drinking too much, eating certain foods that aren't good for you, too much of that, like too much of anything, right? Too much, everything needs moderation, balance, and it's indicating here that there is not that. King of Wands reverse flew the fuck out. Anything else about the star reverse for Pisces in December? Strength, Leo energy. Try the star reverse for Pisces. 9 of Cups. Anything else for the star reversed? The star. Well, then we just go full circle. Hierophant at the bottom with the Lovers and the 8 of Pentacles. Alright, so some changes being made here, as we've been known, which will clarify death, get the more specifics of what these changes are. But yeah, basically what I've been saying here, you not living in alignment has been getting, oops, I did not mean to knock that over. You not in alignment, you haven't been feeling the most happiest. You've been probably feeling pretty frustrated. Frustrated with yourself, frustrated with others, feeling a lot of resentment, getting impatient, easily frustrated over the smallest little things. It could be like the smallest little thing that just sets you off or pisses you off or just ruins your day or just ruins your mojo. That's a huge sign that something's not right within you. Something here needs to change. Like if you're finding that you're easily getting triggered or easily getting pissed off or you're easily wanting to like throw hands and like fight somebody over the smallest shit. You're just like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, road rage to the extreme, you know, where it's just like, you know, you're at a crosswalk. There's an old lady crossing the street, taking her sweet ass time. You're like, hurry the fuck up, old lady. It's like, yo, like, chill out. You got some issues. Right? This King of Wands reverse can really represent like anger or just annoyance or irritable, and even with Temperance reverse, lack of patience and very, very little, like, you know, someone just hitting your last nerve. So those are some signs that something's not right, something's out of alignment, you aren't in tune, and something needs to change. So if you've been feeling any of those things, whether you're feeling it now or this is the energy that you might feel somewhere in December or Sag season, it's like you got to get yourself back into check, Pisces, okay? And again, not to call your ass out, but like someone needs to hear this message, okay? I know it requires a lot of strength. It requires a lot of patience. But you can get back on track, and you are getting back on track. All right, you got to focus on the things that really matter. You got to get your heart straight. You got to start, there's something about like you needing to, I think there's something about you being upset or angry that so it's like there's something that you really, really want, but you haven't allowed yourself to have, or you haven't taken the steps to get there. Like there's something about a wish fulfillment here, but it's like you're telling yourself that it's impossible, that you're never going to achieve it, that it's not realistic. So you're just like, I'm gonna just take the safe route. I'm gonna just take the route that everyone else takes because that's impossible. And so you take that route that everybody takes, even though you know it's not in alignment with you, but that's what you're telling yourself is like, no, this is the path I have to take. This is what's for me. I can't choose my dream because that's not realistic. It's not going to pay the bills. But then you feel miserable and you feel like life is just meaningless, and then you just hate what you're doing. You're completely unsatisfied, and then you're thinking about this thing. You're like, well, I'll never have it, and it's just never going to work. And like, you're just completely unfulfilled, right? Well, maybe you need to switch gears. Maybe you just need to say, fuck it, bite the bullet and just take this, go after what your heart wants, clearly, because that's in alignment with you. Something about a wish fulfillment, something that you really enjoy doing, that you're really passionate about, that's the path that you need to take. But you're telling yourself, oh, it's not possible, or I could never do that. But then you're miserable and you're unhappy and you're feeling unsatisfied and you're feeling just, maybe it's also about like these wishes that you have or these dreams that you have. It's like the people around you might be like also saying that, or naysayers being like, oh, Pisces, don't do that. That's stupid. You can never do that, Pisces. Right? So again, the company that you keep around, also a huge impact on the life that you live. And you might want to make some adjustments or rearrange some of those things. Anyways, let's move on. Let's look into death. What is changing for Pisces in December? What is shifting? What is changing for Pisces? Show me clearly. Tell me about death for Pisces in December 2022. All right. Sorry, guys. Tell me death for Pisces in December 2022. Show me clearly. Seven of Pentacles. So this is something that, these changes that are occurring, this is something that you've been thinking about doing, you've been contemplating it, you haven't had the courage, or you've been waiting for the right timing, or you've been kind of sitting on it, right? You've been sitting on it, but you haven't been taking the action to make it happen. So these changes that are happening, that's what it's talking about here. Even the bottom of the deck, look, the Hermit. You've been thinking about it, but you haven't actually acted on it. Talking about death for Pisces, what's changing? I would also say with the Seven of Pentacles that this has been slow and gradual change. It's not something that's just like, boom, overnight change. So this is something that's been occurring over time. Remember I said something about Capricorn season / Aquarius season. This might be playing out from now to then. So from now to like January, February, this is like the path of you getting back into alignment. So, and again, depending on what this is and how grand scale this might be, whether it's just like something that's small or something a lot larger, like, a relationship or your work or where you live, those things are much larger versus if it's just like kind of like your own little personal stuff. I mean, that can be large too, but it's like, depending on whatever this is, how big or small it is, depends on how long it's going to take for you to go through the change, right? Does that make sense? Anyways, death, we have the Knight of Cups. So some of you, there's changes within a relationship. Some of you are thinking about leaving behind a relationship. Maybe it's because it's very controlling, very surface level, very negative. Anyways, that's for some of you. Some of you, it could be death to your singlehood. If you're single, you might be getting cuffed up. Maybe you're like, you want a relationship, but every time someone comes in or gets close to you, you shut them down. Why? Because you're afraid. Why? Because of this. Why? Because of that. Because you sabotage. Because you push people away, or, too selfish, too self-centered. Just looking at that Queen of Pentacles reverse, like, all about yourself. But then you're like, oh, but I want a partner. But it's like you haven't been making the time for it. That's for someone, right? Page of Swords coming out. Clarify death for Pisces in December 2022. Lovers reversed. And the Two of Cups. Okay, so, Hierophant at the bottom with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So there's clarity here. There's clarity. Taurus energy. So, now this is taking more of a turn, focused towards more of a relationship. So now this is like a storyline of like what's changing is like a relationship's changing. So you can obviously, like I said, personal goals, work, where you live, shit's changing. There's lots of changes in regards to things in your life that are making you unhappy. change is happening. It's happening. It's necessary in order to bring you into alignment, okay? Now, this message, the storyline now is kind of taking a turn, or it's kind of like it's splitting now. So this might not be for everyone, but some of the changes that are occurring, I'm picking up on a group of you that there's a change going on within a relationship. There's a connection here. Oh, wait, we go full circle. We were talking about this at the beginning of the reading. Bruh, I forgot, right? The Three of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles reverse, Ten of Swords. I was saying how there might be people around you that are very self-centered. So we got these connections or connection, whether it be romantic, family, platonic, right? Lovers reverse, indicating that this is unrequited. There's unrequited energy here, or someone isn't giving you the same amount of effort that you've been giving them. Maybe someone's non-committal. Whatever the case is here, though, something is not in balance here, and you have clarity on that, and you're seeing it. Maybe you've given this person too many chances, or these people too many chances, and you've waited, and you're like, I'm gonna wait and see if maybe this person will do differently this time, and they just keep fucking doing it over and over and over and over, and you're like, why are you doing this? Like, I really don't want to let you go, but damn, right? So what's changing in December is relationships in your life that are not benefiting you, where it's not an equal benefit. It's like you probably benefit them, right? Because you're always pouring your love and your energy into their cup, right? But who's pouring into yours? Who's pouring into yours besides yourself? Which, yeah, that's awesome and that's great. Self-love, and you got to always take care of yourself first. It's no one's job to make you happy, just as it's not your job to make other people happy. You're an addition, and other people are addition to your life, right? You're whole, they're whole. You come together, two wholes, right? Not, oh, I'm half, they're my other half. Fuck, no. Ain't no way, right? But still, when it comes to these relationships that are unrequited, it's not in alignment, and you just gotta go, or something's gotta change, right? Either way, Ace of Swords to the Devil, something about this dynamic needs to change. So take your time, think about it, take as long as you need, move at this pace that you're needed to, but at the end of the day, you know changes must be made so that you can be happy. Because clearly, where you're at right now, it ain't so good. You're not as happy as you could be. Even if you are happy right now, you're not as happy as you could be. You could be happier, things could be better, there's room for improvement, there's room to expand, there's room to grow, yes? So, there's no excuses as to why you can't have that. You just gotta make some adjustments here. And some of you gotta stop making excuses for the shitty treatment that you've been taking from other people in your life. I'm just saying, okay? So, someone needed to hear that. This reading was filled with a whole bunch of messages, so hopefully this reaches the right people. I really hope that this got you the clarity that you needed. Let me know if it resonated in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information's in the description box down below, and you can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at Jadestone Tarot. Thank you for watching, Pisces, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!